Hello, it's your friendly neighborhood host, JT Wheatley, back for another episode of the Classics, this time with Alias, the classic comic book series by Brian Michael Bendis and Michael Gaydos to introduce us to Jessica Jones. For those who don't remember, back in 2001, Marvel decided to launch a new Max line of mature comic books that operated outside of the CMA rating system. Thus, they were able to tell mature adult storylines. And while many of them didn't measure up to that new format, one that definitely did was Alias by Brian Michael Bendis and Max Gaydos, which premiered that November, which starred Jessica Jones, a superpowered private detective who, over the course of the series, as she gets into a new case, we learn that she's a former superhero Diamond who is associated with the Avengers, is even best friends to Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers, and finds herself getting back in the superhero world again, despite her own personal demons. Over this course, this classic and gritty series, we see Jessica Jones and we figure out why she's a drinker, how she has an on and off romance with Luke Cage. She even dates Ant-Man Scott Lang for a brief period of time, too. But she starts to pick her life back together, and you start to realize how she got that way, and what happened to her was truly dramatic. As this is a series that not only did actually take true advantage of the mature content, as it wasn't just a bunch of violence and swearing, but also dealt with mature issues like rape and mind control and stuff that you couldn't find in a lesser themed comic book. This is a truly mature comic book meant for adults, but also treated to adult sensibilities, and just a great read in general. It didn't talk down to you. It was a truly great character in Jessica Jones, and you can see why the character became so popular. She eventually moved on to the normal comic book line with The Pulse, which continued her relationship with Luke Cage, and of course, those who don't know, she eventually got pregnant and married Luke Cage, and is now a regular fixture in the Marvel Universe. And, of course, this was the basis for the excellent, for the most part, pretty good Netflix Jessica Jones series. I loved the lead actress, Kristen Ritter, who was a fantastic Jessica Jones. And honestly, of all the Netflix series and actors, I thought she was, at the very least, did the best job with her character. Really showed different shades and was a lot of fun. And when they did the whole Defenders, I liked her character the best from Daredevil, Iron Fist, and Luke Cage. And it's sad we probably won't get to see Kristen Ritter playing that character again. Hopefully, with the contract starting to end up, maybe Marvel can convert those series over to Hulu. We'll see. If not, though, we got some solid seasons, though I would argue that Season 2 was the worst of all the Netflix seasons. I liked it less than even the Iron Fist season for the most part. But like I said, the actress Kristen Ritter, brilliant in the role. And of course, the original comic books Alias, which, by the way, was weird because that's at the same time that the spy show starting Jennifer Garner was also premiering it by the same thing called Alias. It was like a weird mix-up, hence why they called it Jessica Jones and with the Netflix series. But all in all, just a great read and a true classic. And this is the thing that launched Brian Michael Bendis' career at Marvel. And of course, he wanted to do Ultimate Spider-Man. And now, of course, he's a fixture at DC. So he went from indie comics to mainstream, and good for him. He's a truly great talent and a great writer in general. So yeah, if you're looking for some more grittier fare, definitely check out the original Alias comic books. They are true classics. And now is June 25th, 2020, time for the favorite comic book of the week. Once in Future, number 8, by Karen Gillan and Dan Mora, which finds Duncan and his grand investigating a burial ground in England, while King Arthur in his alternate dimension is finding out new ways to be resurrected, this time with help from a strange new ally, Beowulf. Karen Gillan has a lot of fun when mixing in the classic New English folklore. Bringing in Beowulf is a great touch. And, of course, another classic character shows up well, though. If you see the cover, it's kind of a spoiler, but it's great to see more of the King Arthur mythos be slowly tapped. But also he has fun with Duncan and his grand's relationship as well, because even though they're out investigating this weird burial plot, she finds these scented candles and goes, "Ooh, you should get these for your girlfriend." So she's like still his crazy grandmother, and like they're trying to fight demons, but she's also trying to get her grandson to set up with a girl. So yeah, that classic relationship that we all can recognize instantly. And of course, Dan Mora's art is gorgeous, beautifully detailed, with some great action, and Beowulf is a sight to behold when he finally shows up. He's just an awesome creation. And so this has easily been one of the best new comic books to come along in recent years. It's a lot of fun, great mythology with the English King Arthur mythos, and a great read in general. So if you're at the local comic store, definitely pick it up. And I hope everyone's staying healthy and safe. please still support your local comic book stores. Definitely pick up local new comics like Once and Future. And if you can, also pick up Alias, the original comics. They're in trade at this point because those are true classics.